Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another new edition of the review of the mass adoption meeting. This weekend was the Father's Weekend. On Sunday, we celebrated the Father's Day. Happy feast in arrears. It's better to say than never to all fathers in the world. So it was a great time this weekend for all fathers to be celebrated. So, guys, welcome today, the 21st of June, to another new edition. My name is Giros Mufo. I'm called Mufo Money in the Kringle community. It's always a privilege for me to be the anchor of MOFFO Money TV channel to give you the review of what took place in the mass adoption meeting of the past day. I join my voice to the many voices of the Kringle community, and I'm equally the chief member helper. And we do everything that is possible to let you informed and help you to be on the best possible position as far as the realities of the Kringle community are concerned. So, if you're tuning in anywhere from the world, stay tuned and watch this video to the end. Or if you're seeing it as a broadcast, please, this is fresh information coming from the Kruger back office. So make everything possible to share the video with your downlines and do subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can keep on be getting updates as far as our march and our big ambitions and vision we have as we are carrying on with the Kruger community. So it's a privilege for me to have you here live, and know what, we are going to go to the subject matter. So feel free and be very happy and so excited because yesterday we attend another milestone in the Kruger community. It was such a great time. We thought it's going to take much time for us to attend that milestone, but yesterday it was done just at the right moment. So, what is that milestone? You all know about the core team, which is the team that is responsible for taking charge of the bills of the Kruger community. We wanted a certain number of people that can show up and take the responsibility to be there to see that we carry this mission right to the end. So the core team was full yesterday, and the core team being full yesterday and being a milestone at 10, the admin of TBC in the mass adoption asked us the question: since the core team has been full, so what should we say? What next? So what next? So what next of yesterday with the admin of TBC went along to give us the possibility of two P's. So the message of the admin of yesterday in the Kringelmas adoption was centered on two main things, and two main things that he called two principles. And these two principles are starting with P. So yesterday, the admin of TBC went along to give us two main um, elements: priorities and principles. So the priorities and the principles are what? So these priorities and this principle will come to answer the question of what next. Because since we have attended the core team has been full. So what is going to be next in the Kringle community? What are we going to move from here to? Or where are we going from here? So that is what admin was trying to prepare our mind yesterday by bringing up these two elements that he brought to us yesterday, the two P's. So the center of the message of yesterday was on the two P's. So the two P's: priorities and principles. So these are the two things that we focused on yesterday. And the first thing, which is priorities, admin went further to tell us we are growing up and we need a lot of care. So since TBC is growing up right now and we are attending our milestones, we fixed the core team and the core team has been attained. So what should we do after this core team? We need to grow up to at least a billion members. That was the initial principle of TBC, to regroup 1 billion members around the community so that we can speak the same language and we can do things that will permit us to change the lives of everyone around us. So right now, admin is saying that the most interesting thing we should be doing now, or what we want to expect from this core team that has been full, is for us to focus on the essential. I'm focusing on the essential right here, as you're seeing where I put is exponential growth. Why exponential growth? If may ask the question, why should we focus on exponential growth? The issue we should focus on exponential growth is because for our objective of January 2023, we need to do everything that will permit that objective of the March of January 2023 to be at its best position. And being at its best position, what should we be doing? And what can we do to grow exponentially? The thing we need to do to grow exponentially is making ourselves being significant out there. And making ourselves being significant is saying what we are saying with the videos of the match. You quite remember the videos of the match that admin made as far as the match of uh, January is going to concern. We all know that we have been given videos, and admin have asked us to translate these videos into various other languages, which will give the way forward for us to continue speaking and continue making people to understand about the match. This is the content right here, and this content we have been asked to translate. Ah, wow, translations are going on. You see a lot of translation going on here. Admin wanted that this video should be translated into Spanish. We have new languages. French is already there. We have Spanish right here now. We have Swahili and French. A lot of French is coming up, guys. We want other language. Wow, Hindi is coming up. So admin wants us to make this match message to go to every person that we can reach. And this is in line to bring us the exponential growth that we need. Already with the Goodwill program with Kismet, we are making significant impact by showing the priority that we have as far as the people that are needy are concerned. And we equally know Goodwill is going to other countries this weekend. I think it should be to Ghana, if I'm not mistaken. So this is on the 25th this weekend. So you get it. There we are. So Goodwill is going to Ghana this weekend, and this make part of us setting priorities and being significant and focus on the exponential growth. Now, the main important thing that we should be telling people should be what we have exactly said and what we are to do. Because those who will go out there and be over promising people things that the admin have not said, things that TBC have not said, because you want to flatter them or to put them in a position that you're to maybe benefit in one thing or the other, is going to not be good for you. So, guys, we need to come back to the main message. We need to grow exponentially, because the only thing after attending the core team that we are waiting for right now, or should be our focus and our priority, is to make more people to know about the match. And at least we should have 1 million people is here in December. Because talking about having 1 million people here in December, KLUV right now is right now as we're speaking, KLUV is $18. If this number move to $100 per KLUV, the quantity of KLUV that you have, which is the match of the TBC that you had in your back office, will give you the stand to make that money. But how can we make this value to grow? We have said it time without number that the greatest thing that will make this value to grow is the number of holders of KLUV. The number of holders of KLUV, if you're coming in new or you're coming in old member that you don't have a MetaMask wallet, please create a MetaMask wallet and at least get some KLUV, because that is what is making us to stand up, and that is what is going to make us in January 2023 to be very, very happy. Very, very excited. So we cannot just fold our hands and say that we have already attended the core team, so we will just sit and don't do anything and just wait for January 2020 23. Yes, the quantity of TBC you're going to have will give you the equivalence of the quantity of KLUV you're going to have. But what will be the value of that KLUV? You are the one to make that value. You are the one to make this market cap, this liquidity that is almost 106,000 to grow. And we are saying that for this to grow, we need these numbers to pull up. Yes, the numbers are pulling up despite the fact that the range is not so bad, but we are 2,228 is not bad. But every person that has not created an account or a MetaMask wallet and put it TBC, guys, we should do something. And that is why admin earlier this weekend make a post. I think it was yesterday or on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. He went out with a post to say that the most important thing for us right now as we are pulling along is to let everyone to know that we should join and feel the backup team, the backup team, which we can also call what, the replacement team. These are posters that we should share everywhere. Let's build the backup team quickly. Funny how so many needs to learn the hard way. We know that most people have really gone around the crypto world and they have been scammed and they have been victims of this and that, of A and B. I'll be talking that on the second aspect, which is that of principles. But the most important thing you should know is that TBC is here for the past 6 years and we have never given up, and everything is in record. And we said what how is that saying that I may always put it? uh Oh my God, that thing has escaped my mind. We have all the writings, we have all the record that overbeat conversation. So written material and written material and what you have in front of you that proves the word of what we are doing gives credibility for you to really know that we are serious. We are not over promising what we cannot do. We promise what we can do, and we are doing what we promise. So I still see so many divisions falling off the core team every day. I predict that the first 5,000 on the backup team will all eventually end up on the core team by TBC admin. So he therefore put out his word there and saying that what most people that are in the core team have not been stable. And why have they not been stable is because they still lack the faith, they still lack the belief in what we are doing. Funny how so many needs to learn the hard way. And learning the hard way right now is because most people have really been duped in many other things, and they believe that we are still doing, we are like what they have been doing. No, TBC is not like what you have been doing. TBC is different. So, what is more important right now is for us to continue making the noise, continue sensitizing, continue bringing in new people, continue telling them about the match, and make our numbers to grow up to 1 million. So, the most important thing is what we offer as benefit to everyone, because right now TDC has a lot that you can make money with rather than telling people things that cannot give them the way out to really put food on their table. We have the bounty system, which the Binance bounty system, which is there to give you the possibility as you bring in every new person, you have the advantage of having 50% off their program fee. And this is something very, very, very encouraging. That is where you can start to make money in TBC. We have the cash center. Not talking less. Yes, I talked about the Bitcoin bounty. Yeah, we have the Bitcoin bounties that you can make money. Let's go to the cash center. We have the cash center that you can play the role of a cash center and equally be making 10% on every activation that is sent to you. So, guys, we have credible things in TBC. We have been here for 6 years. We have a lot of records. We have a lot of record that our big conversation. Wow, that is the what records are big conversation. So you cannot say that we are not doing it great. No, we are doing it so great, and we have always been clear. So you can go to a cash center and get your back office being paid. So you can make payment with cash center. You can decide to register as a cash center, and being a cash center meaning that what you will have to be the one to receive the 10% of all this payment. You see, here the payments are, this is 39.74 US dollars for person that selects. So you can just come here and select a country, and once you select a country, you can go up and select the town, and you see the car center. So you can register as a car center and present yourself like somebody that is helping others to pay their back office, and you receive 10% on every activation. So this is something that you can really make it great. So the excitement should keep growing, and we should not stick only to that. That Army went over to say that, say we need to show to others that we have things that can put money into your pocket. And having things that can put money into your pocket makes you do something that you can earn this money. And many others should step up, because there are many people that are just sitting there and say, yes, we have attended the courting. So what should we do? Do something bigger than yourself. So TBC is more gigantic than you would think. TBC is not just a simple business. Admin said in his exact word that I have grown something that is bigger than me. TBC being something that is bigger than you is to look at the different parts that are constituting TBC today. You're going to see that we are not just like an ordinary community. We have milestones to attain. We said what we are doing, and we are doing what we have said. And more to that, a justice system is going to come up for those who may have fallen victim from one thing or the other. I may use a scenario yesterday to explain what the justice system can be looking right now. He asked Ambassador Bay of his daughter what age he was. He said he was still at the tender age, around 4. And I may use that metaphor to tell us that 4 years and 6 years are quite just at the same level, which means that what people are claiming that they have been fall victims of one issue or the other, or we should have just gone in with a justice system that would just stand up and start sanctioning people that are doing things that are uncalled for or are going wayward with the community. But Amin was saying the justice system is going to come up. As we are a teenager and we are still at the tender age, TBC is still growing. And in the process of this growth, we are going to put many things in action, which will give us the way forward to do as much as we can. So don't expect us to have a quick justice system that will have everything in place and can sanction here and there and can just be pointing anyone here and there that is doing what is uncalled for, but we are going to do that progressively. And with the Binance Hunter or Bounty Hunter program, which will be coming up as we have attended our first milestone, we are going to really make something that will put us through and give us the opportunity to have those who are not in line, to have those who want to see things from a different stand, to really not be with us. So that was the first part as the priorities of the divisions are concerned right now. I make a summary on that. Our main priority now is we have closed the core team. What next? And what we should do next is exponential growth. And exponential growth is to be excited and share the match video and tell many people as possible to come up, because 1 million people by expectation is what we should think that should pull the value of KLUV. And the value of KLUV going up is the value of our excitement going up as January 2023 comes. So we are the ones that have the that have the mandate to push this value to $100. It's not admin's job. It's not one person's job. It's a whole community job. So your contribution to be excited at your end and tell many people to come on board and push this value up will permit you to multiply the value you have. So let's just take an example that what by January 2023, let's just take for example someone that has, let's say, to the least of the least, you have only let's just take an online calculator here. You have only 1,000 TBC. Just say you were active only for 1 month. It happens that you have only 1,000 TBC. So if you have only 1,000 TBC by January 2023, let's say times the price of TBC, 1,000 TBC will give you 1,000 KLUV. So times the current price of KLUV right now, we're at 18.7. We are at 18.7. So at 18.7, let's come here to see what is going to give us. Times 18.7. So what are we to have here? You are going to have $1,877. 18,000, oh my God, $18,777. How much have you spent to have 1,000 TBC? And we are saying this is the least of the least that you can have. So you see that if all of us stick on the exponential growth and bring this value up by making many people to be holders of this and explode the market of KLUV, we stand a better place to make a whole lot. And this is the intention, this is the roadmap, this is the trajectory and the target that we are standing on. And this should be the main priority after us attending the milestone, which is that of the core team being full. So help build the replacement team, as admin said, and let's pull this number up to 1 million and see how in January 2023 we'll so much be amazed by what we are going to be having. So the second aspect, or the second P that admin dwell on, was for us to stand up for the principle. And this principle stand up for some principles, and the most of the principle, or the most important principle that he sticked on, was personal responsibilities. We need to take certain personal responsibility in the choices we make, because most people think that TBC owe them something. No, TBC doesn't owe you anything. Do things by choice after great investigation. So Amin was saying that there are people that have promised people, or they are treating or changing the, the information or what TBC has put out there, and making other people to believe things that are not what we said. These are not things that we should take into consideration. Taking responsibility means you should choose everything by yourself, and after choosing, you should make sure that you have a lot of hallmarks, you have a lot of proof. Don't just make a choice because you have heard, or people have glamour, or make a publicity in front of you that you're going to have this, you're going to have that, this is what you're going to earn, this is what is going to look like. No. Do your personal investigations. Amin said, who is he? He considers himself a genius, but he has fallen a victim for a lot of scams so many times. He doesn't wish you that, but he wants that personal responsibility should be taken as we make the choice of everything we do. So setting our priorities and following the principle of personal responsibility as we do everything that we bring up will give us the possibility not to fall victims. And those that fall victims, the criminal community is not encouraging the scammers to scam people that are out there twatting or changing the form of the message that we are bringing out. But you should get yourself in a position that you can decide on what is really information and what you can give out. So what we should be doing right now is not asking what is TBC doing for us, but what are you also doing for TBC? Because there are people that will be expecting that it's only TBC. No, TBC is you. TBC is me. So what are we doing for us to continue these milestones that we have put in place and to make things to go well? So we are doing our best to avoid scams. Also, you should take your personal responsibility to really support what we are doing. And supporting what we are doing is for you to have your priorities set. And your priorities are the things that you're supposed to be doing, which is permit everyone to know the march that TBC has, the mission, the vision, and where we are going. We are going. Excuse me. So Andy went on to say that do not be emotionally or do not be emotional. Set your priorities and principles in order for the best of all. This message really touched me because he explained with a lot of algoric forms that in life we need to always have priority. What is your priority as a father to a family? What is your priority as the chief executive at the position you have in your office? What is your priority as a parent? What is your priority as a clergyman? What is your priority as a head of department? Your priorities and principles in life are going to give you the opportunity to make it well or do things at the best of your abilities. But if you set wrong priorities and you put in place wrong principles, you are really going to get it hot on you. So the center message on this mass adoption training of yesterday was that what we have to set our priorities in TBC, and our priority is exponential growth after attaining this first milestone, and the principle of personal responsibility as far as everything is concerned, and TBC in particular should be what we should put in place. We should take that responsibility that the community is ours. We are acting upon the authority of the community and make choices that we are so convinced that what the written material we have is so justifiable to meet what we have, not to be fooled by the scammers that are around, knowing that we have the opportunity to take care of these guys. But right now, let's make personal responsibility and personal choices. So this is how admin concluded the mass adoption team of the mass adoption training of yesterday. And for people that haven't done their send button test, please go to the send button test area and do your send button test, and tell everyone that hasn't done his that on the 1st of September, if you have not done your send button test, please know that it's going to be very difficult as far as things are concerned with you. So take your personal responsibility, do your test, take your personal responsibility to keep the core team full, take that personal responsibility for us to build the replacement team, and take that personal responsibility if you have any issue to come to the member helpers meeting or the new members meeting so that we can give you the possible appreciation and the possible help so that you can stand up with the position that you have in the Kundu community. So these are some of the great words and the great teachings and the great information that the admin of TBC shared to us yesterday as we were in the mass adoption training. So, guys, these are things that we should really put out there to everyone and let them know that personal responsibility and setting priority as far as each aspect of your life is concerned is the most vital thing that you should do right now. So in TBC, exponential growth and personal responsibility is what we should be sticking on and pull along and help others so we grow together. So that is it for the review of the mass adoption meeting of yesterday. It has been your humble servant, Mofo Giras, call me Mofo Money, and I will be there on the other day or on the next time after Wednesday, if possible, to do another review for what will take place in the mass adoption meeting of Wednesday. Thank you very much and see you. So, friends speaking, after this, I'm with you. Bye bye for now and see you in another edition.